Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be simplifying the primary process, which many people say is the hardest thing about American politics, and we are going to explain it to you in the best way possible so that you will finally understand the primary system in our country. Okay, first thing I want to go over is that this is the 2020 primary map. Okay, now let's think about a national election first. It's the Electoral College and everything, right? This is basically that, but inside each party, like the Democratic, Republican, think of it as an election, but instead of deciding the president, they decide what the party wants for the presidency. That's pretty simple, not that hard. But however, but one thing it is different from an election is that it has, how do I say this? People vote on different days. One state goes first, another state goes later. Okay, I'm going here. So here, the first state that comes is Iowa. You might have heard of it, Iowa, caucus. Next state is New Hampshire. They all hold their primaries on different days. So think of it as elections are being held on different days. And the first state that holds their election for the primaries is Iowa. That's why all the attention is on it first. And another thing you must note is that they have delegates, which is basically their electoral college. Also, territories can vote. So if I go here, 41 delegates. 41 delegates, that's basically 41 electoral college. Same thing, they have a required amount for each to win. And basically, one thing you may notice is when I do predictions, I'm not able to, so one thing is that these electorals vote proportionally. So like, let's go back here. Let's go to Iowa right now. Pete gets 26% of the popular vote, 12 delegates, 26.1 for Bernie Sanders, 9 delegates. So think of it like this. It is not a winner-take-all system. It is a proportional system. And something you may see is in my videos when I'm forecasting primaries, I give them all of the state because it is impossible to forecast primaries back to the point where that we can forecast exactly how many delegates you'll get. That is very hard to do, and I don't think anyone has ever done that before. And that is why you don't see me just doing that. But anyways, in real life, it goes like this. Biden's win, and Biden gets 13 delegates. Bernie gets 18 delegates. Warren gets 10 delegates. And one thing about this system is that means it can be good for more than one person. That means something like, I'm pretty sure you've heard, the Iowa caucus puts Bernie and Buttigieg in the lead. New Hampshire puts Bernie and Buttigieg in the lead. South Carolina puts Biden and Warren in the lead. Something like that. Let's go back to Iowa. This was a good night. This was a good primary for Pete, Bernie, and Warren. In primaries, there's usually no clear winner. It's just some people had a good time. Others did not. Like in Iowa, at this Democratic primaries, Biden did not have a good time. At the start, of course. Now he has a 14 because Bernie dropped out and other stuff like that. Amy only had 1, and it was not good for these two. We go to New Hampshire. It was good for Pete, Bernie, and Klobuchar, not good for Warren and Biden. So think of it like this. that first Iowa goes, let's just say in our potential scenario, Sanders wins, Biden wins. No, let's say in Iowa, let's say that Bernie and Bloomberg and Buttigieg had a good night. No, that's not what. Yeah, fine. Biden, Bernie. There we go. Biden, Sanders, and Warren had a good night. Then we go to New Hampshire. Let's say this time Warren does good again. Bloomberg does good. Klobuchar does good. Buttigieg and Gabbard might consider dropping out. So that's these first states' job. Their job is to convince them, and why another focus is on these primaries is because nobody, you know how in regular elections people do not want to waste their vote on a third party because they have zero chance of winning? The same thing happens in primaries, just nobody knows who the third party is at first. So one reason the focus is so much on these first states is because these first states are these guys are doing well, these guys are doing well. So they're one of these is going to become the nominee. So in these first caucuses, first primaries, usually what happens is candidates define themselves as a person you waste your vote on or a person who has a serious chance of the presidency and the nomination. And that is one reason why these caucuses matter and primaries matter so much. Nobody wants to seem like if you vote for them, you're just wasting your vote. That's not a good strategy at all. If you try and do that, nobody tries and does that. But anyways, that is why the primaries are so like that. One last thing, Super Tuesday. Super Tuesday is basically okay. So Super Tuesday. Let me just get a new candidate. Super Tuesday. Let's just put them as red because nobody's red here. 14 states participate in Super Tuesday. So it's kind of like they all hold their election at the same time. Okay, first of all, let's see the states that participate. There's Texas participates, California participates. Those are some of the biggest states. North Carolina, Virginia, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Colorado. You're seeing that's a lot of delegates. Tennessee, Alabama, Oklahoma. Wait. What? It's just... Sorry, my Wi-Fi is going down right now. Oh, sorry, it's back up right now. Arkansas, Utah, Maine. Arkansas, Utah, Maine. Vermont. And American Samoa. Oh, and New Hampshire's not, and I put that in by accident. So as you can see here, that's a third of all delegates. That is why it's really important. Because some of the biggest delegates are decided. Usually what happens is there is a clear winner after Super Tuesday. It usually leaves everybody else. Usually something like this would happen. Sorry. and then the rest are split around something like this. So therefore, we have the clear winner here is Biden. The rest of the candidates will usually drop out, and he will go on to sweep the nomination. So that is why Super Tuesday is another very important thing. And the last thing, this is here. This is all only in the Democratic primary, by the way. This does not happen in the Republican primary. It's basically just delegates who vote. They basically vote for whoever they want. They can vote for whoever they want, regardless of political thinking. Which means that one reason why this system has come under high criticism nowadays is that, let's say it's really close. Let's say it's super close between Bernie. Let's say it's pretty close between Biden and Sanders. Not pretty close. Let's say Biden wins California, Texas, all this good stuff, and Sanders is winning states like this. So now here, he is well behind Biden right now. He's just 400 behind. That should be pretty much to get Biden to victory. If he wins the super, however, that just ruins Biden. And that goes against the free democratic will of the people. And that is why this system is under criticism. This does not happen in the Republican primaries, by the way. And another thing I would like to note is in the super's defense, they usually just vote whoever is in the lead. And the super barely even picks the winner. Sometimes, let's say Iowa goes like this. The other candidates would have dropped out by now, and Biden would literally get all of the super. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you now understand the American primary process system much better than it was explained earlier. Thank you for watching this video.